Welcome, dear students. Today we will continue with the chapter, and the topic we are going to see is major landforms. Okay, and in this topic there will be some more subtopics like mountains, plateaus, and plains. Okay, so let us see. Here you can see the major landforms we are going to begin. Okay, major landforms are broadly classified as mountains, plateaus, plains. Okay, so basically we are going to see these three types of landforms. Okay, so let us see. Now we are going to begin mountains. What is this mountains? Okay, fine. Mountains are the natural elevation. Elevation means lifted up places, high places of the earth's surface. From the earth's surface it has been little lifted up. Okay, they are generally characterized by small summit and broad bases. It can be a small summit means where the small mountains can be seen, also a broad mountains, or it can be ranges also. They rise above the surrounding sharply. They are little elevated than natural levels. Okay, there could be isolated mountains or a series of them. Keep in mind, isolated mountains means single mountains, or it can be a series of mountains one after the another. Okay, a series of mountains are known as mountain ranges. Series of mountains means mountains one after the another is called mountain ranges. Okay, thus let us see some of the examples. The Andes in South America. Okay, keep in your mind this mountain. And Himalayas, keep in mind where it is in India. Okay, and the famous mountain ranges which are not only extended but also very high. Keep in mind. Okay, although not specifically defined, but smaller mountains which height less than 2000 feet above mean sea level is called hills. Now you need to know what is hills. Okay, keep in mind smaller mountains not less than 2000 feet above from the sea level. Okay, most mountains have low temperatures and are covered with snow. Keep in mind some kind of mountains are there which is covered with snow. Okay, the highest mountains have such a thick layers of snow. Keep in mind thick layers of snow which turns into ice. Okay, turns into ice some of the mountains where it is too cold. At places the mountain surface may not be visible at all and is fully covered by snow alone. Okay, snow or ice. So that is what we are going to see, glacier. Okay, covered with snow. Among these high mountains we find frozen rivers which are called glaciers. Frozen rivers which are called glaciers. Okay, these glaciers, let us see, these glaciers are frozen mass of ice which may be hundred of feet thick and hundreds of meters wide, just like a river as you see. Okay, it can be thousands of kilometers and thousands of meters like sea. Okay, like sea only. Many of the rivers which we see in the plains originates from where glaciers. Keep in mind most of the rivers are starting from where glaciers and travel through hundreds of kilometers to reach the seas. Okay, now we are going to see types of mountains. Okay, what is this types of mountains? How many types are there? Okay, so they classified into what? Fold mountains, block mountains, and volcanic mountains. Keep in mind three types of mountains. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let us see now. They are what? They are distinct and identifiable. You can identify these mountains, which is fold mountains, which is fold mountain, which is block mountain, which is volcanic mountain. By seeing you will identify. Let us see them. fold mountains is here. These mountains look like a series of fold on the ground. Okay, these are formed due to the compression of plates during their movement, as depicted in the sketch below. There's one picture in a book. You can see 3 pictures are there. You can, by looking, you'll understand. It is a plain look. This is a little compressed, this is fully compressed, and mountain has come like this. You can see in your book. Okay, the last one is mountains have been little compressed like this. Suppose cake is here and you press it from this side, automatically it will go up like this, no? So that is how we can give an example. One example is given here. Let us see this example. Spread a sheet of clothes on a table, then push the sheet from one side. Okay, it will rise into folds at many places. If you push it, automatically rise into folds. Okay, so that is how we will know. A look at the illustration would help you to understand how such mountains look. Illustration means examples. Okay, it will give you understanding of all about what? All about the mountain which you are talking about. Okay, the mountain called fold mountains. Example is given what? Given about the table sheet clothes. Okay, now let's see some more examples are given here. Which of the mountains are such mountains? Like the Himalayas in India. Okay, you might have seen how it it is like mountain series. Okay, and Alps in Europe and Andes in South America, etc. Okay, so these are the examples of fold mountains. Keep in your mind. Now we are going to see about block mountains. Okay, we are seeing about block mountains. These are formed when the plates drift outwards and cause vertical displacement in pieces of land. Keep in mind, pieces of land may sink down or rise up. Here it is. Pieces of lands may sink down, means go down fully like this, or sometimes may rise up like this. Okay, so that is what we see. That is the block mountains. You might have seen most of the places very, some is very high, some places are gone down. Okay, the uplifted blocks are called hosts. Keep in mind, host means, you might have seen a book, it is given like this, okay. So this uplifted area is called hosts. Okay, and the lowered blocks are called graben. Okay, which is going down like this. This part is called graben. Okay, so keep in mind. The Vosges mountains in Europe is one such example. Keep in your mind this mountain also. Now we are going to see volcanic mountains, dear students. Volcanic mountains. 2 mountains we have finished. Block mountains, fold mountains, block mountains over. Now we are going to see volcanic mountains. What is this? These are mountains which are formed as a result of volcanic eruption. See in your book, there are some pictures are there. You will understand easily. Such mountains are found in many parts of the world, especially where in New Zealand you will get, in North Europe, South America. Okay, and some part of Japan also. You will get a fair understanding by looking at the sketch, the picture. In a book it is given, one picture is there, how the magma is getting erupted, getting heated up, and it goes like this. Okay, that is the how the volcanic mountains are being made. Now this is also very important. Okay, importance of mountains. What are the importance in human beings life? Mountains are really important. Okay, mountains affect the movement of winds and flow of water. Keep in mind, movements of winds and flow of water. High mountains block the movement of winds from one side to the other. Keep in mind, what happens? It blocks the movement of winds from moving from one side to the other. Okay, example is given here. For example, due to the presence of the Himalayas cold wind from Tibet to China, what happens? Forces, okay, cannot come towards India. Okay, Tibet to China, it cannot come because of the high mountains. Other cold wind could have come this side. Okay, Similarly, they force rain clouds to shed the moistures in India. These are the what you call points which it helps. Okay. Many rivers flow out of the glaciers, keep in mind, or snow mountains in the Himalayas, okay, other region of the country. These rivers provide water for glaciers, keep in mind, and other uses of people living in the plains. Okay, it provides water for the people and the overall use, cultivations and other uses also, and for drinking purpose also, for uses of people also. Next is mountains have rich deposit minerals, keep in mind, coals, bauxites, etc. Okay, which can be extracted for use by the human beings. Next point is many people visit where mountains for the adventure of tourism, you know it. Okay, some people visit for climbing, the rock climbing, you know it. Okay, some people, again we talk here, parasailing, skiing, okay, etc. Okay, rock climbing, etc. Okay, are associated with mountains as region poses challenges for human endurance. Okay, tourists visit mountains, okay, you know that, to see what scenic beauty scenarios. Okay, mountains have a variety of flora and fauna, animal beings, and what you call plant beings, plants and animals. Okay, which is quite different from the plains. Okay, the cooler temperature, the type of soil, and the water stream below, varieties of animals, plants, etc. Okay, that is how survive in the mountains. Flora and fauna we are talking about, how they survive because of different temperature and soil uses, etc. Now we are going to see plateaus, dear students. What is plateaus? You can some pictures I have put here, you can see that. Okay, we see plateaus are types of raised ground which are particularly flat on top. Raised grounds you can see here, and on top it is flat. Here it is big ones, on top it is flat, you can see that. Okay, that is called plateau. They are like tabletops, you know, tables raised up like this, you know, on top, tabletops, and stand distinctly from the rest of the surroundings. Okay, it look different from the surroundings. See, it is a level, this side different and this side it is different. Okay, so that is what we call table mountains. I hope you understood. That is also called tabletops, and also we call it plateaus. Examples you can see here, some plateaus are given here. Okay, Tibetan plateau is there, two famous plateaus in Asia. Okay, plateau in India also you can see, Deccan plateaus. Okay, Deccan plateau and Tibetan plateaus. And many Eastern African countries also, like Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, all these places also will get all these plateaus. Okay, and one of the famous one is what you call, here it is given, you can see, the roof of the world is called which one? Tibetan plateau. Tibetan plateau is called roof of the world. Okay, next, importance of plateau, dear students. Importance of plateau, what is the uses? Importance are characterized by rich mineral deposits. For example, Chota Nagpur areas, we know lot of, we get coal and iron you get here. Okay, that is why steel plant you get here also, and coals in Jharkhand and some part of Odisha area, these Rourkela areas. Okay, there are many waterfalls also you get here, waterfalls. Okay, and other places, something like several places fall used generate electricity also, Plateaus which have black soil are good for what? Good for what? You can see here, crops, cottons, other cash crops. Okay, fine. So thank you very much. I hope you understood the chapter, simple chapter. If you have not understood any part of it, you can ask us so that we can explain to you. Okay, so have a good day. Thank you very much.